And viewers, the top court is hearing writ petition in the NEET controversy, and a big statement is coming in from the top court. Supreme Court has reprimanded the centre again and the NTA especially that students have prepared and you cannot meddle with such kind of things. The National Testing Agency is again facing the heat of the top court. The top court says that the NTA needs to be more transparent when they are dealing with such level of examination. Deal with even 0.001% is not acceptable. That's what the top court is saying. The SC is also saying that imagine what kind of doctor can come into society after she goes through such a rigorous process where they cannot even trust the examination that was held for them. Now, next hearing will be on 8 July, but today again the top court has come down heavily on the NTA and the centre. The SC has given 2 weeks notice to the NTA to respond to the allegations. Remember, the anger has been erupting over the results that came out earlier this month. The next retest is also going to take place this week. We also have Sunil, who will be giving us more inputs on how the Supreme Court heard the petition and what the Supreme Court exactly said to the NTA.
So, as you rightly pointed out, the Supreme Court asking the NTA to be prepared and come fully prepared on the 8th of July when the Supreme Court, or when it resumes after the vacation, will hear this entire matter in its entirety. There have been a number of issues, and it's nearly now every day a petition in the vacation court on the NEET exam has been coming against the NTA. And it's in this backdrop that the Supreme Court today coming down once again sharply on the NTA, saying that even if there is a 0.001% chance of some wrongdoing, then somebody needs to be pulled up, because not only, as you rightly pointed out, about the doctors who are, possible and potential doctors who are appearing for the exam, this will have, huge repercussions. And that's the reason why they have now posted this entire case on the 8th of July.
Right. And Sunil, not just the NTA, but even the centre is getting heat from the top court. The SC has said that if there is any mistake in the NTA or at the national level or in the centre's formation of the testing agency or conducting the examination, that then they need to accept it and bring reforms.
That's right. So it's not, when you say NTA, NTA is the centre. It's a body of the centre. It is the one who is conducting this exam. And, we have been having Professor Rajput, who was the director NCERT, who said very categorically that the professional exams have to have a near review look if we have to remain in the 21st century, and our students who are, in the millions, 24 lakhs, by the way, appear for this exam. And you saw the fiasco of the GRACE exams. First they gave it, then they've taken it back. Now they're doing a re-exam, and then the results, and then they'll do the counseling. So you can imagine the trauma for students who have to wait and go through these exams, re-exams, retests that are being done for no fault of theirs, because the systems have failed. And it's in that backdrop now we'll have to wait and see what happens. The big relief that they wanted was counseling to be stopped, and they wanted an entire re-examination that the Supreme Court is not ready to hear. They will hear this entire matter on the 8th of July, when the full court resumes after its vacation.
Right. And Sunil, it's not just the Supreme Court that has said that if there are any mistakes, then admit it. Even we heard Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan just few days back saying that there are some changes that are required in NTA and they will be done.
That's right. I mean, the trauma that students as well as parents have gone through, there have been a number of stories that have come out in the media, and we are all aware of it, about discrepancies, about as the Supreme Court referred to, as 0.01% possibility of, negligence. So it's in that point that Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, as the Education Minister and as the custodian of the centre and the Human Resource Development Ministry, was speaking. Hopefully, I mean, they have been in the helm of affairs now for the last 10 years. And these exams, NEET, has been a very politically controversial issue. There are many states, especially in South India, who are up in arms against it because they find that there have been a lot of discrepancies in the NEET exam. Having said that, we'll now have to wait and see
Right.
what the Supreme Court does on the 8th of July. But definitely, as you pointed out, and as the Education Minister himself pointed out, reforms are required at the NTA, at the central level, to ensure that people, youngsters who are applying to get into professional colleges, be it in engineering, be it in medical, be it in CLET, any other profession, it must be done in a proper, transparent, and accountable manner.
Right, and Sunil, as we are talking about, and as the Supreme Court's observation has come in, this Sunday only there is a retest which was also advised by the top court only that a retest should be done for the students who were given grace marks, which led to several students getting the perfect 720 out of 720 score, which also resulted in a huge protest. Students were angry as when the last year when the results had come out, only few, like 1 or 2 students got the perfect score, but this time, due to grace marks, the big issue that was there in the NEET examination was that due to awarding of grace marks, several students got top scores, several toppers came this time, and so the whole issue and whole irregularity in the process of conducting the examination came out. But this Sunday also, again, students are reappearing, the results will again be announced, and this top court's observation is very key when the testing agency is again going forward and conducting another examination.
Well, just to keep our viewers abreast, what you are talking about is only 1563 candidates. There were 6 centers, 1,563. Mind you, in the entire exam, there were 24 lakh people who appeared. So only in discrepancies in 1563, and out of those 1563, they have been asked and shown their marks, which should have been done a few days ago. And if they are not satisfied with their marks, they are given the provision of doing a retest. So that's a traumatic experience, as it is. And having said that, then they'll get the results on the end of the month, and then they will go in for counseling. So that's an option, but it's only for 1,563, where there were discrepancies in terms of grace mark, in timings, and various other issues and concerns. So that has only been taken into account.
Right, and Sunil, just while the Supreme Court is hearing the matter, even political parties have announced that they will stage a protest. If we talk about the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, they have also announced that they will be staging a protest today against the NEET examination that was held by the NTA.
Well, this is, as I said, it's become a big political controversy, and I'm not getting into the politics of it because the political parties, be it the Congress, be it the AAP, they are definitely on behalf of through their student body beings. The NSUI has been first to raise this issue for a very, very long time. For example, no less than M.K. Stanil, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and there's been a resolution passed by the Tamil Nadu Assembly against NEET. This has been a huge controversy. People have, students have committed suicide after NEET. So there's a lot said and a lot of water has flown under the bridge. So I'm not getting into the political controversy, but yes, there is definitely an issue, a concern, and that's the reason why they're raising the matter at this present juncture.